bags of tea. You know what I'm saying? How you do that? I mean, what do you say? So if something's not working, guys, ask somebody else and say, okay, this is what I'm saying when I'm talking to people. How does this sound to you? Because if you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna keep having the same results. If you want some different things to happen, ask somebody, get an accountability partner. How does this sound? You know, Tasha got with me, okay, how does this sound on my Facebook page? Well, how does this sound? You know, because people are reading it like we just talked about it, just branding yourself online, right? And I am I've decided, since my transition, I'm going to become a mixed fit instructor. I love mixed fit. And that's going to be my audience. I got with the instructor today, and she told me I can pass out flyers for the sip and see that's on Thursdays. So I have permission. She's going to start announcing it. Hey, we got a person here who's trying to get people healthy. Go to her sip and see on Thursday. So she's, giving me that permission to announce it in the classes now. But it's because I've established that relationship also, with the why, and gotten with them. So I'm super excited about that to try to get more people, because I see people, all types of people going to mix fitting and everything to the Y. So they want to lose weight. So losing weight, they want to get healthy too. So I'm just, going about it that way.
I think that's awesome. I know one thing, the other thing too. I know Toka, you and I have talked about the fan page. Getting with somebody who does understand that. For me, I did a training with Jeff Trills down in Atlanta, Georgia, and just understanding, what it takes from your fan page and understanding all the ins and outs. You can use your fan page to drive an audience to your fan page. I mean, you can boost for like, $2, $3, $5, $10, and it reaches so many people. You can create ads, those ads, some aggravating ads that pop up on Facebook. You can create one of those too, where, all these people see that you don't even know. So Facebook is amazing but you can drive all of that from your fan page. And what, one of the things that he pointed out is, just like what Toka said, is make sure that it's not, where you're just simply focusing on what your business is like. It's a sales page. What you're doing is just the word branding. You're branding you. What is it that you want people to know about who you are when they come to your page? And then you kind of mix in Total Life Changes. You mix in everything that you're doing. If you're, a mixed fit instructor, you're going to talk about that a little bit. I mean, your profile has got to be talking about like you are the president of, not this president, but the president of the United States of America. Like you are the bomb diggity, and everybody wants to know who you are, which means you got to look your very best. Hair on, nails, makeup, everything's got to be right, which means you need a professional picture done and put that on your fan page. And then you can have other photos, that you want out there about whatever you got going on in your life or events that you have going on, and you want to get the word out, or if you're having a sale, or like the sipping seeds, and then you can boost that thing and knock it out to, a million people if you want it to. So it's up to you how you drive that audience. But that's a very good thing. And Toka, I think you hit on a good point regarding the training and building up confidence. I know we used to do a lot of that, but it's about people participating. If you're not going to participate,
Yeah, true.
a lot of effort goes into putting that kind of thing together, and then you get them same committed 2, 3. That can't be. It just cannot be. So that's something where, we've had it before where the Zoom would be going, and the expectation, I don't care if you're in Zimbabwe, you need to be on that Zoom so you get that training too. So, it's about the confidence and having that training to teach that, or to help you to build up your own confidence. But at the same time, it's about commitment as well. You got to really be committed for wanting to do things better. So, that's another thing. So, We got to get better with that because, even with our sip and sees, everybody that's here in Charlotte and close by, they're not showing up, not showing up. And I know we switched it to Friday, thought Friday was going to work out good. It sounded great, but now we're back to Thursdays. And so I'm thinking we're going to do great. Thursdays, like I was mentioning, it's that ending of the week for a lot of people, and they can get through Friday, but after they finish that last work day, they just want to go home and kick off them stinky shoes and prop up, watch some TV or whatever. And they may tell you that they're going to come to your sip and see on a Friday evening, but, unless you offering up something really magnificent, a lot of times you're not going to get people to come back out. So that's one thing. What else? What else do you think? Then we lost Toka by accident, I'm sure. Who's was somebody else joined 804 number?
That's Cassandra.
Hi, Cassandra.
Hi.
So anything that you want to add, or think that would make things better to keep the momentum going, or anything that we need to do to assist people in, building their confidence, or any suggestions? That's what we're doing this evening, just, getting everybody's suggestions on how to keep us all fired up.
I think that the things that suggestions and stuff that's going on right now, it's going to work for some. It's not going to work for everybody.
Yeah.
And I think what we're doing is fine. It may not be where we want it to be, but I think we should just keep the faith and just keep pushing. I'm doing weekly activities. I'm working on my weight loss. I posted up the 15 pounds weight loss challenge the other day and got a lot of responses. So, I think that what's going on is good. I try to copycat a lot of stuff.
Very good.
I can't make it to Charlotte to meetings and stuff, but Miss Wanda and Kyra have been very supportive to me here in Richmond, so that's been a good thing.
Oh, absolutely. And that, the Richmond folk, I wouldn't expect y'all to be on weekly sip and sees, but I know you guys have some great activity going on there. So that just in that activity alone, and driving people to your events, I believe you guys are still meeting. Is it the library? I have a space at the library there.
We have one every other Thursday. We don't have one every Thursday because, like you said, you're not going to get the response you want every Thursday. It might not work for a lot of people. But if you have it like every other week or something, maybe more people, will be more encouraged because, everybody can't make it every week. But the things we talked about, even if it's not that many there, it's a good learning thing.
Yeah. And that's what we do here in Charlotte when we don't have, a large audience. We turn it into a training. We grab nuggets from one another. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely.
And then Stormy, I listened to her. I didn't get to do the live recording with her last week, but I listened to like the replay message. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It was powerful.
Yeah. She's great. She's great.
It was powerful.
So I think that's good, and that's a part of self-development. You got to listen to the training calls, like the one we have every Mondays at 8:30. Even the Wake Up and Wins. I pick up stuff from the Wake Up and Wins every morning. Sometimes I can't make it. Some days I cannot listen right then to the replay, and then I may miss something. But I have, and I'm just gonna be honest. There are certain ones that I don't get anything from because our personalities are so different. So for me, I'm not gonna put myself in a bad headspace trying to force myself on certain calls. But whoever I really connect with, or whoever I have a certain level of respect for, like Stormy, I will show up and I will grab what's gonna make me better, and to help the team. But there are certain leaders, and that's just me being transparent, I just can't listen to. I'm sorry, I just can't. So, and that's just me being real, guys. Not to say that you need to pick and choose. You should listen to everybody. And if I was forced to, I could get through it, but I may just be in a certain headspace for a minute. I have to pray about that to get myself back on track. But for me, I'm going to do what it takes for me to still have that zest to go out and do my thing on a daily basis. So, it's been tough, even with the challenge that's been put in my way. I am used to going hard and, making that money every week. I'm used to that. So for me to be, breaks to be put on me, I had to change up my game. But even in that, I learned something. I can do this thing a different way and still have a pretty decent hustle game. I can still do it a different way from the bed. So if you can do something from the bed and still make money, I just, wow, we're on to something. And I just want everybody to have that same level of zest and commitment across the board. So what you're doing, Cassandra, is great. Continue to do your self development. If you haven't had a chance to get through your business kit, self-development items, I encourage that as well. It's some great stuff in the materials that were provided in the business kit. So, in any YouTube video that you can ever grab a hold of, and Tasha keeps us on our A game. I posted stuff in the chat that's great, and Utoka too. So everybody, whatever you come across that you think will be good for the team, let's do it. A little thing from Oprah Winfrey that I posted earlier. No shade to anybody. There's some people you gotta cut them off. We gotta keep that real too. So self-development isn't, the D-thousand arts of being, really good as in the MLM. No, some of it's about getting rid of bad people. So as long as we understand that, and it keeps us holistic, where we can continue to grow in all areas, it makes it good. So but great feedback, Cassandra. Thank you so much. Sharmi, you got anything you want to add?
Hi, team. Sorry. I was just talking about, when you were talking, I was just thinking about maybe, if, people are kind of like savvy with the computer, maybe they could do like a PowerPoint with the flyer or something, make some type of sound or with the voice or something to make it like people are missing out on being at the tea party. You get what I'm saying?
So you're saying like video, you want to video the sip and seas? I missed it. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I know sometimes, like I see, like how you would see, like how you would hear things on the radio, and how you would see it on a commercial or something, and they have a sound, and they have like those PowerPoint with the sound, and it's like pow, boom, or whatever it's like these sounds in the background.
Our Global One team, when you
yeah, like that, and maybe we can make it. If anybody on the team can do that, or just kind of play with it a little bit, or something, maybe, because people like to see and hear things too, and then they want to see, if they hear something like that, they may think, okay, well, I might be missing out on something, or let me see what that's all about. People like music. People like to see things, and
yeah.
That's just one suggestion.
Okay.
If someone can maybe do that, or I can play around with something to see if I can make something and see how y'all like it or whatever. If we do, we can keep it. If not, we can switch it up if somebody else got something better.
Okay.
That's just a suggestion.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. That's a good way to market and drive attention to our sip and seeds. We do the flash bang pow, like you said. It is catchy. So that was one of the things that Tasha and I talked about, how can we make this thing better, and we came up with the fact we need a new flyer at this point. And I believe the young lady that does the flyer is $30. Tasha, talked about, Tasha and I talked about the fact, make everybody accountable with the flyer this time. It doesn't cost that much and we can reuse it. So what I have her do is not fill in all of the information like, where it's going to be and that kind of stuff, just kind of a blank template, but she places, the main items in and leave a section to where we can repurpose the flyer each week. And so that's exactly what I had her do so that we could, put a new date on it, and I added all of that text myself to the template and then added some additional pictures. So if you have the blank space, you can take the template and, upgrade it. And even just taking the template and adding a soundbite to it, just like I did with the video that I put in the chat last night. Really trying to pump up, La Madeleine, putting some pictures of the mimosa in there and the wine and the food, so maybe that would be more enticing for people to come. But whatever you guys think is a good idea, it's certainly something that we can give a try, because this is not something we put in place one time and it just works for forever. Things are evolving and we're going to have to, be creative to come up with things. Hence, again, the transformation thing that Stormy has going on right now, and she's at the top of the food chain, so she even has to be creative herself. So we're going to have to do the same thing. So I think that's a really good idea. So sound bites, I'll see what I can come up with. My text sound bite. Tasha, is that something that Corey does? Your husband?
What's that?
The sound bites, like, the male voice, like an announcer, to like the flyer. Does he do that kind of stuff too, Corey? Like when we're talking about taking the flyer,
yeah,
and come to the sip and see, whatever voice.
Oh yeah. He could definitely do that. Yeah, because he has a radio station. Yeah.
So he was the first thing that popped in my head. We may just not put all that energy and effort into trying to figure it out ourselves. Let's see how much Corey would charge his wonderful wife and team.
Just do it. How about that? We're trying to make money here.
Yes. So okay, that would be good. And we just see what he comes up with, and go from there. We'll just keep working with this thing, and whatever's driving that audience, we'll do that. So one thing that Melissa, I don't know what kind of thing she has done, but it seemed very similar to what we were, that group that you showed me, Tasha. TV going in the background.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Like, who is that? Just making sure that the team, when somebody's running, and everybody can get in that particular group, and they placing orders under the last person in the organization. I mean, we've been through this, Toka and I with our prior structure, and rallying behind whoever's running for that week. Same concept there, but sometimes they place bigger orders, and then they just look to get most of their money back, especially if they've signed up to several people, or they were able to make money off of somebody coming in with a big package or something. So she just random out of nowhere, because we never even had a conversation, but she just reached out and asked if I wanted 2 boxes of instant tea for $60. And I said, huh? Let me do the math there. Girl, yeah. What? PayPal me right now.
If you don't, I do.
I was like, yes. So she PayPal me, and I'm sitting here working on doing the JOB stuff. I get on a message, your tea has been delivered to your mailbox. Girl, what? So I was like, oh my God. I sent my son outside. Sure enough, She had delivered on the spot. I paid $60 for 2 boxes of instant tea. So she must have had a lot of product that she's just trying to offload. But when you see opportunity like that, that ups my hustle game. That means I can do freebies. I can do a lot of extra stuff that I had not planned. So investing that $60 for what I would have paid 135, 40 for, yeah, there's easy math here. So when you see certain opportunities like that, and it's somebody who's reputable in the company, that has ranked, who's doing well, who's still got her hustle going to work to get to national, it's great. And I even asked her about joining forces and doing a Super Saturday or Sunday. Who could we get here? And then I said, who's your upline? Because I didn't know. And it's Bonita Lee. And she's like, oh yeah, she would help us. So just that boom, bada boom, making good relationships. I don't know her. We may have met at an event. I don't know. But, for her to just randomly reach out and then offer that, it was great. So again, keep building across teams. That's something else that's going to help us too. I know we've attempted to join with, some other teams and, just didn't work out as great, but that relationship is still there. So if we were to ever have to come together, we'd all just suck it up and do it and make it a wonderful thing, because we've been able to do things together with other teams before, like the vision board party, which was phenomenal. And I do want to have a circle back where we do, just to check in on the vision board. And then those that didn't even get an opportunity to, what was your vision for 2017, and, how you plan on finishing out the year. So, building the relationships too. So that's another thing, keep it going, and whomever, just like we adopted Val into our group and we love her and she's been sharing, but Val is still a part of another team. So we still have to keep things going here and keep those relationships good. And then wherever we can join forces to make it good for all the teams, let's do it. So, that's just another thing. I think all of the activity is good. One concern I had, and I just haven't had a chance to go back and check this, and this is regarding the flea market activity. There was a clause, and I don't know, they revamped all the rules and regulations for TLC, but they stopped people from going to the flea markets at one point, and saying that you couldn't set up a vending table at a flea market, but you could walk around and blitz at a flea market. It's like, well, what's the difference? I don't understand. You'll just be hustling that out of your car. You pass out some information and people want to know. It was just the craziest thing to me. But then the rules got revamped. So I just want to make sure that everybody is checking to ensure that we're following all of the rules there, and that nobody's going to get shut down because we violated some rule that's in our TLC policy regarding flea markets. Really weird, because it's no different to me than it doing another vending event. It makes no difference to me. Didn't then, and it doesn't now. So, but again, a lot of people raised the stink about it, so it may have gotten changed. Just like we're not supposed to be making the tea for anybody. And where all these recipes come from that, our leaders are posting now, so we got clearance for that now too. So it's just craziness. But I just want to make sure that we all stay compliant. And then if we need to send a question in, I'll be more than happy to do that. I can, kind of filter it through Tanya, since she's got a direct link to the top. And Tanya Adorna Scott, and she'll figure it out for me and get a quick answer so that we stay on track. So, all right. Well, I know, we've almost used up all of our time, and this has been good feedback. What I'm going to do is, I've made notes here tonight, so I'm going to share these notes with the team along with the recording from the session tonight. And any additional ideas, and then we come up with a schedule for the summer. You know, everybody, kids will be out of school and stuff, so it makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to rush home, put people in the bed, and you know, all of that, get dinner. You can just grab some Chick-fil-A or something, and then let's just all get together somewhere and just train. You know, we can do that. And now that the dust is settling around here, there's a lot of construction stuff going on around here. Oh my God. So the floors will be going in very soon when I get back from vacation. That's another thing. I'm leaving on Friday. I'll be in Massanutten, Virginia, like McGahisville, Virginia. But I'll be there all week, so Friday to Friday. So I'll be gone, but I'm still connected. I will be hustling still. I'm taking all my products with me. If I have to ship, I ship. And I'll leave some stuff here for my mama to hustle for me while I'm gone so she can earn her little money. See, it's always a way, always a way. You make a way for your business to keep going, even on vacation. What you think they did when they went to Cancun? That business was still going. So let's act like business people. But other than that, I think we're good. Please invite for Thursday, and then of course the Virginia team. You know, continue to do your hustle. Is there a session this Thursday or is it next?
It'll be this Thursday.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope that works out really good. I reached out to Wanda earlier, but she must have been super busy, so I'll try to circle back with her tonight.
I think she's working 12 hours a day.
Oh God, that's what it is then. That's right, because her schedule changed up so she can have days off during the week. I remember now. So I'll catch up with her. So okay, anything else you guys can think of, and we'll just keep going like we're going. Come up with anything that's gonna help us momentum wise, any encouragement. You know, keep posting in the chat. I mean, it does a lot of good for me to see certain things, and the timing of it a lot of times is on point. So it just gives me an extra boost, and I'll make like, you know, 3 or 4 more phone calls after seeing something inspirational. So, you know, just keep doing that, and we'll keep pressing forward. And then, you know, everybody is on point for July, right? Everybody's coming to Atlanta. Cassandra, are you coming?
No, I won't be able to. I had prior family arrangements, so I won't be able to make it.
Okay. I think Wanda has rearranged some things, so now she's coming. So yay for that. Okay.
Yeah, her and Kyra both are coming.
Okay, perfect. All right, so we'll have some time. We'll all get together and really kind of go through everything that you know, is going to be going on at the event, and making sure that we're all, you know, on the same page. I think everybody's already signed up for your breakout sessions and all of that, so we're squared away. So we'll touch base and make sure that, you know, we do some fun stuff as a team while we're there in our downtime. And I would like to get a nice group photo done by a professional photographer, and I'm gonna ask Jeff Trills if he has anybody that will be taking pictures while we're there in Atlanta, and just, you know, get a decent price. You know, we just want some group photos, and then if anybody wants to do some spin-off and get your own private photos done, we can arrange that as well. So I will work on that photos. Okay, anything else before we wrap up for this evening?
I would just like to say, follow up with your people.
Oh yeah.
Keep following up. People want to know that you care about them, not just selling them a pack of tea.
That's true.
I would also like to say is, you know, when people listen to like the scissor call or look at a video, they'll tell you what they're interested in, but you have to tell them what they need, because they don't know.
That's true.
Right? So the way that you do that, you are taking a little health assessment. If there's anything about your health that you could change, what would that be? The first person who speaks loses. You listen. and they're going to tell you everything. They're going to tell you about their mama. They're going to tell you about their daughter, right? And so then you're writing everything down. And then you tell them, this is what I recommend to you. So do you remember, and I think everybody, yeah, I don't think we have any men on this call. You know, when you go to a counter to purchase a cleansing system, they tell you that you need a cleanser, a toner, and a moisturizer. And you have to have all three, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we have to tell our customers. This is what you need in order for you to reach your goal. Now, I'm not saying for you to buy everything today, but what can I get you started with today? You will be amazed. I'm telling you, the woman that stopped me at Bojangles said, how much is your tea and does it work? I'm at Bojangles, y'all. Okay? And I'm at Bojangles eating a Supreme combo. And she said, you drunk the tea? Yes, ma'am. I just got finished drinking tea. She said, oh, you can still eat? I said, yes, ma'am. So a lot of people think that a detox, that you can't eat, you can't go anywhere, you got to buy a Porta-John and carry it around with you and all that. So that's what they think about when they think about detox, right? So then she said, well, how much is it? I said, 20 for one, 35 for two, or 60 for four. Well, that's kind of high. Okay. Well, I do have instant tea. If you want to purchase that, you could purchase a single pack for $3. Well, by the time I buy all that, I've been about, we'll just give you 4 packs of tea. Why she pull out $100 bill?
Wow. See there. See there.
You tell people, you see what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to ask for the money. People are going to buy what they want.
Absolutely.
And you tell people what they need when they listen to the scissor call, or, and I think that our team needs to do more 3-ways.
Yeah.
Get with somebody, do more 3-ways. Don't do all the talking. We need to do that and help each other. I'm telling you, if you show people that you care, they're going to buy from you.
That's true. That's true.
And make sure they're making the tea. Make sure you know when they started. Make sure you follow up, and then hit them before they run out.
Yep, absolutely.
That's how I've been selling, and that's how I follow whatever follow-up system you use. And just Google, direct sales follow-up system, customer follow-up system. I just started looking at different videos. So some people use index cards, like a card filing system. I think Dr. Kim, she old school. She uses an index card filing system, is what she said.
Wow.
Or whether it's online, whether it's a book, or whatever you want to use, but you need to know when your customers have made their tea. And then you also need to know that if it's not working, because some people saying it's not working. Well, how much are you drinking? Oh, you're not drinking enough. Then I contacted one person. She was drinking too much. She said, it's got to be going to the bathroom too much. Well, how many instant teas are you drinking? 2 packs. No. Drink 1 pack, please. Mm-hmm. But if I wouldn't have followed up with her, what would she have done? She would have given it to somebody else or thrown it in the trash. Right? So you got to show them that you care about them, not that you're just trying to make. I'm not saying that we are trying to, make $1. We're not doing that. We're in this business to be a support system as well. So that's just my nugget for the day. And that, I'm thinking that has helped me when I follow up with people.
And another thing that I'm finding, when I'm starting to get more questions about, a guy called me today, Tasha, that talked to us when we were at Fitness Connection. So he was just out of the clear blue sky, called up today. And one of his questions, he had a lot of questions about food. And I'm like, man, I'm not a nutritionist, but because I've done my homework and I know, I do the meal prepping, and he had questions about, well, I eat a bran muffin and a certain type of cereal in the morning. I said, well, are you making those bran muffins yourself? And then he's like, no. I said, well, I want you to read the label, and if you can pronounce everything on there, then okay, it may be okay, minus the white flour that you shouldn't be eating. And so he was like, oh yeah, that's right. I said, so you got to become a label reader. So I educated him. So sometimes stepping outside of the box, just like what was put in the chat earlier today, sharing other remedies. There are other really good remedies out there that will work very well in conjunction with what we got going on. So it's all about taking that time to perfect your business, but it starts with education and self-development. So if you don't spend that kind of time understanding, for me, I want to know what's going on in my body now, especially now that I've seen, my God, people pushing out parasites out of their navel. I want to know what I'm putting inside of my body. And doggone it, if I can't pronounce it, then I'm drinking a bottle of tea right behind it. So I tell you, it's good to be very educated on what we're doing and beyond. So good nuggets, Utoka. Thank you for sharing that. And so we're going to press on now. It's 8 o'clock. Could you close us out with our affirmations, Utoka?
Yes, ma'am. I will hear the voice of the Holy Spirit from within. I will lead and not follow. I will create and not destroy. I am a force for good. I defy the odds. I set new standards. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am the lender and not the borrower. I am loved by God. I am chosen by God. I am protected by God. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises up against me in judgment shall be condemned. It's my season. It's my turn. I am humble. I am wealthy. I am strong. I am a champion.
Amen. Yes, yes, yes. All right, everybody. Have a fantastic evening. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.